Hey guys, it's the Rooster here, and I'm bringing you my first commentary in over a year. That is just a crazy long time. As some of you guys know, if you follow my channel at all, I took a big break from gaming in general, really. I didn't play any video games for like a 4-month span there. That's a long time. That's probably the longest I've ever gone not gaming since I started gaming. And it was really refreshing. I knew I wasn't going to quit for forever, but there weren't any games that I was super excited about, and I just needed to take some time, do some other things, pursue some other stuff. And I'm still pursuing some of that stuff. I'm still taking that time off here and there, but it's not going to be, I'm probably not going to go away for months at a time at this point. I feel like I've had a long enough break. I want to upload some videos again. I never intended to abandon my channel, but I just needed a refresher, a little breather, and I've had that. So especially with PS4 coming out, Xbox One, that kind of stuff, the next gen systems, I'm gonna want to upload videos off Battlefield 4. I'm gonna get the new Call of Duty. Like, I'm gonna get some new games here, and I don't want to suck myself into where all I'm doing is gaming. But that's how I am. Usually when something new comes out that I get excited about, I'll play it a lot. I mean, I'm a level 60 something on this game. I say level, they go by weeks, but if you play this game, you know what I mean. I'm a 60 something on this game, and that's a lot of games. I mean, that's 7 games is 1 week, obviously. So that's a lot of games that I've played in a short period of time, especially considering I got this game a few days late. I was out of town when it came out. I was at a little writing convention thing that was really, really awesome. Got to meet some of my heroes. Basically lived with them for a week. My 30th birthday happened during that time, so some famous authors basically sang me happy birthday, cooked me dinner, like all kinds of stuff. It was just a cool time. Really, really enjoyed it. I'm still pursuing writing on the side. Not really giving it the time that I really should have. I know some of you guys were curious about that stuff. I'm going to continue doing it, but I get distracted very easily. I'm very, I focus in really hard on something, whether it's gaming, whether it's writing, anything. I tend to go nuts about something, watching a TV show, and that's all I do for a short period of time. And then I lose interest, and then I go do something else. And I just need to get better about organizing myself and keeping on track, because there's a lot of things that I want to do. I don't want to abandon gaming. I don't want to abandon videos, but I do feel that it's time that I should, start making some uploads again. So I'm sorry that it took so long to get back, guys, but you will be seeing at least a few Last of Us videos, I know. I already have quite a bit of footage that I can upload on here, so it's just a matter of, getting it out to you guys. Sitting down, actually taking the time, editing the videos. I had to transfer all my video editing stuff over. A lot of old files, had to, get Sony Vegas again on this new computer. My last computer, if you remember, was terrible and would overheat in the middle of like every commentary that I tried to record. So I would just get frustrated. I had a little fan that was pointed into the vents on my computer. It was just terrible. So I can now edit again, at least. Hopefully here in the next month or two, I can start live streaming. I've never really tried to live stream, but I would love to get into that side of it. I watch a lot of live streams, so hopefully it'll give you guys something to interact with me in between videos. And I know, like I said, I have quite a few videos that I can upload here for Last of Us. This isn't the only game that I'm going to be playing, but it's probably the only game I'm going to be playing for a little while. I have a ton of footage from other games like Halo 4. I don't know if I saved too many videos from Halo 4, but got a lot of Call of Duty Black Ops 2. I've got a lot of Battlefield that I never posted. I have way more footage than I could ever upload. But I'm the kind of guy that if I'm not playing that game right then, it's not really what I want to upload or talk about. So for a while, it's going to be pretty much strictly Last of Us. I love the multiplayer on this game. I was very into Uncharted 2, and it plays so much like Uncharted 2. I say Uncharted 2 because I didn't really play Uncharted 3. I played the beta on it, really liked the beta, then they changed the game around a little bit, wasn't a fan of the changes, and never ended up actually playing the full game more than, I think I played like 20 games or something. I don't know, something really small on the full game there. So but this, I'm loving this. I've played hundreds of games on here. Really enjoying that. Some of my friends that kind of went idle for a while are back. They're playing this. They weren't really playing Black Ops, so I'm getting to catch up with some people that like Makeshift Envy, some other guys, Dark Shadow, some guys that you'll see pop up in some of these videos that I don't really play with much anymore. Now I do. I mean, I used to play with them all the time, so I couldn't resist when I heard that they were, they texted me telling me they were buying this game. I'm like, all right, even if I wasn't going to get it for the single player, I need to get it for the multiplayer just so that, I can catch up with them. But yeah, it's been a good experience. I really, really like the game. I had a rough time right when I first started out. I want to say I had like a 1.2 KD and was kind of struggling at first. But once I figured the game out, once I really got the hang of it, I mean, I can do pretty much whatever. I mean, I'll put myself in bad situations, but I usually accomplish the goals that I set out in terms of, well, I'm going to use this to kill this guy. I know there's 3 here. I'm going to run in, I'm going to take all 3 of them out. I'm pretty good at this game, so I'm not the best. I play with people that are better than me, but I'm pretty decent. So I think you guys will like some of these videos. I have some probably odd videos if you really haven't watched, or I mean, if you've played The Last of Us and you think it's going to be all kills. I mean, I have some weird classes where I don't even shoot, and it's all I do is just run around. So I think you guys will enjoy that stuff because it's definitely fun to play.
Let's go.
When you don't shoot, it's going to drop down your KD and it's going to drop down your score per minute, but it's definitely like a good time. So I seem to be less interested in this game on making sure my stats are phenomenal than I have on other games. So it's really made it more fun for me to play, especially once I unlocked everything in the game. That for sure definitely took the stress off. If you're familiar with the game, there's some customization stuff like helmets and hats, that kind of stuff that you can wear. Like there's the black rancher hat is like the highest I think that you get for the hats. There's the mask that's a skull mask, which is hard for everybody to get. And there's the helmet that I'm wearing right here right now, the SWAT helmet, which is not really hard, but I mean, I think it's the hardest helmet to get when you're wearing armor. So I finally got everything unlocked. The only thing that I was struggling with a while was the, it's called the skull mask. And you have to finish with 85 survivors, which there's a little mini game in between rounds that the more you score, the more you collect little survivors for your camp, and then all your points and the cans that you pick up in the game get converted into supplies that you feed and grow your clan, unless you don't bring enough supplies, and then people start dying off. Then there's little missions here and there, and this was, I think, yeah, this was my only death here in the game. Which was, at that point, I knew I was dead, but, the sprinting takes a second to kind of engage, so there was really no surviving that. Once he decided he wanted to throw that Molotov at me, he threw it just right, and I was dead, so you can't get mad at that stuff in this game. You're going to die to stuff like Molotovs, bombs that, instead of downing you, just instantly down and execute you, and you can't really sprint past them. It's not like some stuff in like Call of Duty where, if you know it's there, you can go prone on a bouncing Betty. Like if you run around a corner and you hear a bomb, you're probably going to die because you're not going to be able to change direction. You're not going to be able to sprint past it. So you just have to kind of take the, accept the fact that sometimes you're going to die on this game. Now, the nice part is as long as it doesn't, completely execute you, there's reviving, so your friends can revive you if it's not a dangerous situation. It was just a bomb laid somewhere, that kind of stuff. Now that's dependent on sticking with your team. Obviously, this game is very, very team based. It's very team oriented. It makes it hard to lone wolf it on this game. I do like to lone wolf it sometimes, especially when everybody's in a firefight and you can come around and flank them all. But it's definitely hard to play this game sometimes, especially if you're playing a good team, if you're running off by yourself. You don't want to bunch up so much that one Molotov is going to take everybody out, like kill the whole team. But you do want to hang together so you can revive people, all that kind of stuff. Plus, if you're trying to grow your clan, you want to stick next to them. So if you have healing on, you can heal them. You can revive them for points, all that stuff. Get assists even if you don't kill them. There's a lot of points that can be had just from hanging by your teammates. But yeah, this game is really, really fun. I'm really, really enjoying it. I'm not done playing it, but I'm not as focused on points anymore as what I was. So for a while there, I was trying to have the highest clan that I could have and finish the 12 weeks that you have to play, which, 80 something games with 12 weeks to unlock some of the stuff, because like there's challenges where it's like to unlock the skull mask you had to have 85 survivors alive at the end of 12 weeks. If some of you guys haven't made it 12 weeks yet, you think, oh man, that's easy, I've got 100 and something survivors, and that's no big deal. Well, they're going to hit you with a bunch of challenges, a bunch of missions at the end that are going to make you lose at least 20%, even if you complete the mission all the way. So I think there's one at the end of week 11 and then another one at the end of week 12. So that's minus 40% that you're going to get no matter what you do, and you're not going to gain. You're going to gain a few back if you have a couple good rounds, but there's no plus missions in there. It's all minus. So I mean, you're going to lose people, and it can be hard to end at 85. I played through the first time. I didn't really know what I was doing. I think I finished at like 60 something, maybe 70 something. Then once the second playthrough, I had gotten used to the game, so it's like I knew what I was doing. I finished at 84, which was really frustrating. You need 107 at the time of the last hunter attack to finish with 85, and I had 106, so I finished at 84. Then my next playthrough, I finished at 106 and 84 again, so that was really frustrating, especially considering it had to do with the little issue they had where if the host disconnects and the lobby ended, or if you just disconnected and got thrown back. That day kind of happened, it advanced, and you lost all those points. You basically, it's like you're playing a match and scored no points. So you get back and, there's varying levels of your survivors. There's healthy, there's hungry, there's sick. I had kept, I think I was up to like 120 something at that point, because I think that was the playthrough that I had got 136 as my high clan size. They were all healthy. And then a friend of mine's PS3, it overheats, throws me back to the lobby. Now I have 40-something hungry, 20-something sick. It was really frustrating. I just kind of shut off my PS3 after that because I'm kind of sickened by it. Go do something else for a couple of hours. Come back, they've patched the game so that now when it DCs and you lose connection, it doesn't do that because everybody was complaining about how it destroyed their clans. So, the very first game I go to play after that happened to me, they patched it so it wouldn't happen anymore. But the damage was already done to me, so yeah, that was a frustrating experience to lose. I ended up losing, I want to say like 17 people by the time that was done, because, you don't automatically lose them, but then I had some mediocre games after that, I had to get a lot of supplies to feed all my people, and I just had some mediocre games. And, people started dying off. So by the time I kind of recovered from that time where my friend DC'd his host, I lost a lot of people. And then I finished at 84. I finished one survivor away from what I needed. So it was just, I was really kind of disgusted, frustrated with trying to make sure that I had enough points every game. So then I took the next two playthroughs, the next two 12-week spans, and did not worry about points. I just did what I wanted. I'm gonna have fun with this game because I was starting to really get sick of the game. And that really livened it up for me. I equipped what I wanted. I didn't equip stuff that only worried about points and gave you more points. It's like, no, I want to use this right now. I want to play this way. Like I said, I made a class where I wasn't even shooting, which I'll talk more about that when you see the video because I don't really want to spoil that. But I didn't shoot for about like the next 6 weeks of gameplay. So, that's a lot of games. That's 42 games without shooting. And even then after that, I just kind of just played how I wanted. So, took two playthroughs off through it. Just made sure that my clan wouldn't die. So you get your kind of little prestige there, your little symbol changes. And then, after that I go, okay, I'm going to go for it this next time. And make sure that I get it. And actually no, I think it was the second. I'm getting this wrong. The second playthrough where I wasn't worrying about it, I was deep into the weeks. I want to say I was like week 9 or 10, and I realized I had like 130 something. Yeah, I had like 136 survivors, and I wasn't even trying to gain survivors at that point. I was just playing so well. So I was like, yeah, I can finish this off, and I can do this. So I started, using one-use boosters where you get extra parts. I started, making sure that I would get it, and I ended up I crushed it out of the park on that one. Unlocked everything, and now I don't have to worry about it. I'm not going to worry if it drops me down on the leaderboards a little bit between my friends because I'm not worrying about, points. So, like I said, I definitely recommend either trying hard to unlock everything so you can play the way you want to, or just not caring at all because it really takes some of the fun out of the game. All right, till next time, guys. Peace.